Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. So, I realized I need to actually guarantee the independence of anarchist Japan before things get silly over there. Let's request a power block embassy. Oh man, this is so based. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Alright. Never mind. We're working on other stuff. Excellent. So we are fixing to win this war. Yeah, a lot of people want more autonomy. It is what it is. And there's the Venezuelan reactionary revolt popping off. We should be extremely able to win these battles without a problem. And indeed, it looks as though we are. Very good. Very good. Occupation here, 77%. Salvador's Liberty Desire is going up. Yep, that's what we expect. There's Costa Rica dealt with. And now, Venezuelan reactionary revolt is done. Alright, Venezuela. 23 infamy to annex. Ecuador, 25 infamy to annex. Alright, Venezuela, you're next. Anyone gonna stand against them? Looks like no. Well, Austria. I ain't scared of you. I'm a little scared of you, but not that much. You've never created a problem for me. Let me see. Austria is the capital. What kind of an army you got? Oh, skirmish infantry and shrapnel. Yeah, I'm not worried. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Peru, Bolivia is standing against them as well. Go ahead and add a war goal to reduce autonomy of Peru, Bolivia, and Argentina. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just a little infamy. And we have a return state option. Oh, Uruguay's got a bunch of claims on states around here. Huh. Well, that's interesting, but I don't actually want to slice Argentina in half right now. I didn't realize Argentina had slavery. Can we add these to primary? We cannot. Alright, well that's okay. Transfer Krakow. Canada's still on my side, although they would like to be more independent. Alright, so we'll mobilize all the fellas. I don't want to get too overconfident here. Mobilize. And we'll put these units back on the front. Oh, and Colombia is rebelling as well. Should I add a war goal against Colombia? I don't think so. We're gonna create ourselves a large Colombia eventually. So I don't want to do anything too silly over there. We'll put the Army of the Great Plains and the Army of the Pacific Coast in the coasts. And then Army of Observations on their way back. Oh, right. We got a front down here, which I need to deal with. Should I do a full mobilization? I'm inclined to. Oh, and we got a front over here. Yeah, you know what? We'll raise the conscripts. I don't want to leave anything to chance on this one. So Army of the Great Plains will be fine. Army of Dixie we'll put over here. That should be just fine. We're a little bit infamous, but this shouldn't be too big of a deal. I don't think there are going to be any countries interested in standing with them for now. Huh, interesting. So what could I get from Mexico? An obligation. Alright. Transfer some states. They still want Texas. That's very funny. Transfer a subject. No thank you. Let's not get too silly over there. I don't actually need your help on this one, Mexico. Gotta be completely honest here. Just gotta be realistic about the situation. The situation in which we find ourselves. Alright, so yeah, so the Europeans are actually sending units. I don't think that's gonna be that much of a situation. Maybe I'll send the Army of New England to the south. Southern front. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel as though that's a very high priority here. If I need to naval invade that area, I'll naval invade that area. Let's put the American fleet in the Atlantic. And this fleet we will use to lock down all of Austria's trade. Actually, all of Austria's trade is here. That should be fine. We'll do plenty of damage to their economy that way. This situation still seems rock solid. Do I want to... Yeah, I feel like I can push with just that one army. That's going to be absolutely fine. First comparison here is only okay, but the one here is alright. Yeah, both of these are pretty good. Actually, I'm not worried about this. Germany's going after Luxembourg, which is likely going to be doing a lot of stuff. Oil in Louisiana, wonderful. Let's build those oil wells. We'll just build some oil wells. Just a couple of oil wells. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Ecuador! Ecuador, I can't believe you've done this. No, I'm in a war, Ecuador! Well, I mean, I guess it was in some ways inevitable that the revolution would happen when it happened. So yeah, let's see if we're winning every battle ever. Looks like we're winning that one. We are winning that one despite them being outnumbered over here. And we are winning this one as well. Beautiful. Squad infantry, man. It solves problems. Hey, there's flamethrowers. Let's see. If we... that's going to reduce organization. I'm not going to do that right now immediately. Maybe at a later point. Force comparison here has gotten a little bit worse. We'll put this army on defense for now. And then once force comparison there is looking a little bit better, we'll do all of our other nonsense. So I'm going to leave these unchecked for now. And hopefully that is going to allow me to do whatever I wish to do. Very good. Moving forward here in Bolivar, no problem. Nope, not giving you more autonomy. Certainly not giving you more autonomy. I think the next time through on this, I am going to have to fight Canada. Alright, force comparisons here are looking much, much better. Let's move the Army of New England over here to Ecuador to deal with that situation. It's going to take them some time to get there, and they may take their sweet time about it, but I think it'll be fine. This ratio is looking alright. Cautious advance. No extra autonomy for you boys. Boys. There's the Ecuadorian Socialist Revolt. My army should get here soon. If it doesn't, I'll need to use the 2nd American Fleet to naval invade. Let's actually put them there just to make sure that we're in business. Alright, force comparisons here are a little weird, but we are advancing in Zulia. We've got kind of a goofy split front here. And we are on the front with the Socialist Revolt, so that should be just fine, dandy, and about to be solved. Alright, we are also winning battles over here in Argentina. So that's wonderful. Alright, fronts have gotten themselves properly sorted out. Almost fully in command of Zulia. Austria-Hungary is completely unable to actually tip the balance here, which I'm very pleased about. Again, I'm sitting here saying I wasn't scared. I was a little scared, you know. Austria-Hungary is a big country, and they've been ignoring me this whole run. So, you know, I was a little concerned about it. But I'm happy now that it has turned out to be a nothing burger. And I'm not going to enforce any consequences on Colombia because they're going to be a mega vassal over here. Alright, that's, those are some funny fronts over here. Anti-British League demands action. The Anti-British League has requested that we establish an embargo of the British Republic. Successfully acting on the proposal will gain our government significant goodwill from the lobby. And to those who would refuse and prefer preserving the status quo, there was no hesitation. His response sounded well rehearsed because it was. This was a proactive man, one who spent hours pacing his chambers and anticipating attacks to come. My reply would be that we should never have allowed them to become so close to us in the first place. A friendship built upon deceit is nothing at all, and the goodwill gained from it, illusory. This is... we'll look into this. I'll do it. You know, it'll be fine. Get embargoed, idiot. Empty pockets. A series of perceived poor decisions by the labor movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. We don't wish to appear partisan. Always the same refrain. The organizer paced back and forth within his tiny office, fist clenched until it felt as if his knuckles were about to burst through his skin. Occasionally he stole a glance at the unopened envelopes on the desk, all of which he knew would repeat a variation in the same. Partisan. What did it mean? That they cared for something? That they had chosen to do something beyond count the money in their vaults? He had something important to do, something which would improve society itself. They had a chance to do the same. In that light, how could partisanship possibly be bad? Perhaps it will find an alternative source of funds, or everything dies in the end some faster than others. I'll go with the second one. That'll be just fine. Lobby demand completed. Very good. IT is in default. First comparison here is doing okay. Got a 8th American Army for some reason. Oh, because of those things. Alright. So, where are you going? You're going over there. I need you over here, actually. And you, I need doing a naval invasion with the 2nd American Fleet. Obligations from Fouta-Jalon and IT are not going to be of all that much use to me. This army should be winning its battles reasonably quickly. Ecuadorian Socialist Revolts, we're probably going to need to win 2 more battles here. Yeah, 39% occupation. So once we're through there, that'll be fine. Colombia's liberty desire is very high. But relations will be better later. And all that other stuff. Improved relations. Oh my gosh, I never reduced subject payments over here. Gosh. Alright. That's the Ecuadorian revolts. We are invading here. No extra autonomy for Jamaica. I'm not going to give it away now. Army of New England can progress southward. And once this naval invasion completes, I'll move them onto this front. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty rock solid, in fact. Alright. Alright, game, come on. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this, game. Whew. Okay, we're going. We're going. It's not a problem. It's just the computer being a little silly. Hopefully it will not get silly again. Beautiful. Alright. We got the state. Let's move the Army of New England in there to bash forward. And we got both armies over here, so this front force comparison is looking really, really solid. We are trying to reduce Argentinian autonomy, trying to reduce Peru-Bolivian autonomy, trying to ban slavery in Argentina. If we put all these in here, no. They will not accept. So we'll leave them unchecked for now, once again. Hacks. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that that was the thing that was causing my wars to require annexation before they could complete. Oh my gosh, there's so many armies of Austrian troops in here. Actually, hopefully I can take La Paz before I take Potosi. And I did. Excellent. Oh, nope, never mind. Never mind. I mistook the locations of my units. Alright, that's okay. It's okay. We're where we want to be. Woo! That's a hell of a battle. And our forces in position. We'll be pushing in from the south before too long as well, and that will be just wonderful. Force comparison at La Paz is not as good, so we'll put the Army of New England on defense for now. Alright, Argentina has bailed out of the war. They've had their autonomy reduced. So once we've won this front over here... Nope. Not giving you more autonomy. Once we've won this front over here, we'll get this army moved over to here. And all these other armies are on their way as well. They're going around the outside, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Anarchist revolt in Luxembourg. Nice. Bosniak mass immigration. Very good. The annex Ecuador. Anyone standing against them? Peru, Bolivia will. El Salvador will. Argentina will, and Uruguay will. But nobody in Europe, it looks like, which means I don't need to concern myself with that, and I can just do a minor mobilization. But I am going to wait until all this is done. Alright, Austria's bailed out of the war, so we can put our Army of New England back on advance, because all those Austrian troops have gone home. Tell you what, how much of these areas are majority indigenous American? Oh, they mostly are. Okay, well, we'll hand those. Maybe I'll hand those off to Tawanetsunyu. Beautiful. Alright, so that is the end of the war. I'm going to absolve that obligation from Futa Jalon just to clear the notification. So that's smart gameplay. Let me take a look. I think I added in a bunch of silk trade routes that are probably not profitable anymore. Oh no, they're still profitable. I'm still bringing in a bunch of silk. Neat. Alright, so from here... Oh wait. They're not in my... They're not actually my subject. Alright. So what if I could get a trade agreement. I could get an investment agreement for an obligation. I've got an obligation for them, so if I could just do that, and then I could build stuff in Japan. And that would be pretty cool. Nah, I'll hold on to that obligation for a bit. So now... Ecuador... let's just go ahead and annex. Oh, that's 24.9 infamy. Nah, I need to wait on that. I need to... do I, though? Is that the right call? No, it isn't. I need to do this fast. We're doing it. Yeah, everyone's gonna fight. Argentina and Peru, Bolivia as well. Cuba, El Salvador, and Uruguay. That's okay, though. Use the flamethrowers. All right. Get the lads together. So, Army of the Pacific Coast, you're going to San Salvador. Dixie Army, you're going to Ecuador. Army of Observation, you're going to Ecuador. Regular Army, you're going to Ecuador, and Army of New England, you're going to Ecuador. And the reason this is happening this way is because I need these armies close by over here so that I can do naval invasions without having myself have a problem. Meanwhile, let's build stuff. Let's build some stuff, shall we? Zulia. Universities. Miranda, universities. Bolivar, universities. Guyana, universities. Colombia is loyal now. That's wonderful. Let's build some resources. Ooh, political agitation. That's fun. Let's hope it doesn't turn into a fascist movement. Steel mills here are very profitable, so let's build those up. Cundinamarca, any real good profitable businesses here? Paper mills are. Textile mills are tolerably so. Coal mines are good and solid and profitable, so we'll build those up. Obviously, the opium plantations can't be defeated. The duel. Annias McPherson has challenged Stefan Sanborn to a duel to the death. The aura surrounding the two figures is like something out of a romantic novel. Stefan Sanborn smiles. He's been rehearsing this moment before falling asleep. Annias McPherson, you are a foolish fool. Your insults cannot go unanswered. Pick a weapon of choice and we shall meet tomorrow. Let them fight! Stefan Sanborn died. Any problems for my armies? Looks like no. Let's go ahead and grab the first American fleet and bring them around here to support naval invasions. Because you know we're going to be doing some naval invasions. Oh my, another event. Political migration. The rich and unstable political environment in the United States of America has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Washington. Oh, Washington, you flawed yet fiery jewel. Where else could one see 3 different demonstrations within a 5 minutes walk? They're welcome to join the Sea of Voices, extra prestige, extra radicals from political movements. Adolfo Miltos becomes employed in the United States, or these people make a mockery of the United States. Reduce radicals from political movements, but also reduce prestige. Adolfo Miltos is a Luddite associated with the Yeoman Farmers. Yeah, he's welcome. That's fine. That's not a problem. That's not a fast train to Problem Town for sure. Alright. So this time through, do I have any additional war goals? Regime change in Argentina. Are you... Yeah, you know what? We'll throw a regime change in there. It's not a problem. What about Peru, Bolivia? Can we do a regime change in Peru, Bolivia? I Can't. Well, that's a crying shame. That's okay. We'll change up their regime later. San Salvador is still... Yeah, they're democratic. The fickle crowd. The populous base of the yeoman farmers has turned against supporting foreign entanglements. Pressure from within has led the group to distance themselves from the anti-British League. American needs first. The people say no to foreign entanglements and no to foreign treaties. Prosperity at home or chaos abroad. No foreign power could successfully attack a fortified United States of America. It was a mistake to rely on them. They leave the anti-British League, or they must steer clear of these populist ideals. Minus 15% political movement attraction. I'm going to go with the first one. I don't need an anti-British league to begin with. Although it's fine. It's not a problem. It's perfectly delightful to have. I just don't... It's not of critical importance. Alright, so... Is Uruguay in this? Yeah, they are. All right, so we'll do a pile of naval invasions. We'll multiple naval invade. It'll be fine. It'll be great. We'll do all kinds of fun naval chicanery. Keep one army in the United States just to make sure things stay solid over there. We are pretty infamous at this point, but our infamy is going to be going down soon. 2 arms. All right, so let's grab the Army of New England, and we'll... Oh, they're engaged in a battle already. Regular army will invade in Tarapacá using the 2nd American Fleet. And then... that was the regular army. Army of Observation will invade in Uruguay using the 1st American Fleet. Spitting Fire completed. The Dragon of the Trenches. Although a situational weapon, the flamethrower is proving effective in the United States versus Ecuador war as support in close-range trench warfare. We humans may lord our mastery of fire over lesser creatures, but there is no starker reminder of how much of a fearful animal still lives in man's heart than seeing fire fill the ditch he's hiding in. Few die from the flames. Many die trying to escape them. It should strike fear into the hearts of our enemies, extra morale damage for 5 years, or it should be deployed where it can efficiently flush out threats, extra kill rate. I'm going to do extra morale damage. Morale damage wins battles. Kill rate destroys countries. I don't want to destroy these countries. These countries are going to be my friends. I'm just reorganizing them a little bit so that they can function better in the current world situation. No, stop asking for more autonomy. I'm not going to give you more autonomy. That's not going to happen. Maya, you're autonomous enough. Alright. Canada's naval invading Ecuador. That's quite funny. I love that Canada's still fighting for me on all this stuff. Oh, my goodness. They've got a Métis uprising, though. Another one. Which is fine. Who's redeploying up there? Stop that. Come back down here. We've got work to do. We're not back. Come down here. We've got work to do. IT is in default, and we're in. Beautiful. It's in. I'm in. Take the shot. Alright. Uruguay is out. Let's go ahead and naval invade Buenos Aires next. IT is in default. Wonderful. Let's grab the Army of New England and move them. Can't move them down here, so we'll just need to kind of finagle it. Right, Ecuador is nearly annexed. Alright. Beautiful. We got a front down here, so let's go ahead and move the Army of New England there as well. Army of the Great Plains has successfully... Oh, there's multiple fronts. How are there multiple fronts over here? Well, the Canadians are holding the other one, but let's grab the Army of the Pacific Coast just to make sure. Ah, I see. There's a tiny split front due to... I have no idea why these are 2 separate fronts. I'm not gonna lie. No idea. Absolutely no. French mass immigration. Okay, cool. Maybe they're just... No, you know what? I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend I understand this. It's confusing. It's confusant. IT is in default. Alright. This is going to get us Ecuador. Now we've got footholds in Peru, Bolivia, and Argentina. So that should make the rest of this war, sort itself out in extremely good order. Wait, I'm not going to click both of those buttons. Alright, El Salvador has bailed out of the war. That's fine. Beautiful. And there's military aviation. Excellent. First flight. The first heavier-than-air flight has been achieved. This technology will pave the way for the future of aviation. Never before have we commanded such mastery of the skies. With these bold new developments, the sky is the limit. Look, I'm a bird. 15% prestige for 5 years. First flight achieved. Wonderful. I should have annexed El Salvador and then just... Alright, I didn't want to release the United States of Central America because I didn't want them to get Panama. My canal. Alright, Métis Uprising. Western Hemisphere here are looking very solid. We've almost got our second army on the front, so this should be dealt with in extremely good time. Peru, Bolivia has bailed out of the war. We'll move both of these armies here. Against Argentina so that we can continue to fight against them. New neighbors, new grudges. The minority of French in Pennsylvania recently settled, seeking a better future. However, the local Yankee elites are stirring up resentment, claiming the French newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. They don't belong here. Our Yankee customs, our way of life, they'll be lost if we let the French settle, claimed a prominent landowner, his words echoing in the taverns and markets of Philadelphia. The newcomers, hopeful but weary. Whisper of opportunity, but face closed doors and hostile stares. We must foster harmony between peoples, whether French or Yankee. Alright, so, regime change? Yeah. Get regime changed. Alright, let's go ahead and build up some universities here as well. We need to electrify. Universities are actually good there. And here we need to electrify as well. Is Venezuela fully electrified? Looks like no. So we'll need to build up some electrical infrastructure there as well. Alright. War against the Métis Uprising is nearly completed. I'm going to throw all this stuff at the top of the queue, although these are going to happen pretty fast, all things considered. Alright. Beautiful. San Salvador, I am going to improve relations. Taming Amazonia. Currently in our possession are vast tracts of pristine... Oh, this is the Amazonia event kicking off again. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to give that territory up to Colombia. But not right now immediately because it is... we'll go to September. We've got a lot of radicals right now, but that's okay. Because it's time to pass off these states. So, El Salvador. First, you're going to get Honduras. Second, you're going to get Nicaragua. Third, you're going to get Costa Rica. I'm giving you knowledge sharing already. I'm going to reduce subject payments. next, Colombia, the big one. Gonna give you Ecuador. No. I'm gonna finish building up that area first. So Colombia, you'll have to wait. This will be better later. How's my tech spread going? So, am I still knowledge sharing 6 different countries? I am. Hey, they turned into Central America. Wonderful. Colombia, Cuba, IT, Jamaica, Maya, and Mexico. Yep. That's what it's gotta be. Maybe I'll turn off knowledge sharing for Louisiana. I'm not knowledge sharing Louisiana. Oh man, I'm so good at. Oh, I'm such a good leader. I'll turn off knowledge sharing Maya. Maya's reasonably advanced technologically. And, alright, and then next episode, we'll pass all this territory over to Colombia and see if we can build ourselves a Gran Colombia. But for now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I'll see you on the other side.